Fantasy Errant playthrough, and this is episode 2 of our Final Fantasy II playthrough. Welcome, and let's jump into the news. Final Fantasy news. Final Fantasy XIV director says Endwalker's climax is what you don't get from other MMOs. So, other MMOs. My first experience, as I've said, with MMOs was Final Fantasy XI. It was okay. It disappointed me, left me disappointed. I was excited about it because I was like, wow, it'd be awesome to play Final Fantasy with lots of friends. But fortunately, I didn't have any friends who actually had Final Fantasy 11. I don't think I still, well, Dari does. She loves it. Um, but she's probably the only person I know who likes Final Fantasy 11, and for that matter, Final Fantasy 14. So, like she said, I think it's true. I echo her statement. Is if you don't have, or if you have friends, it makes it a lot funner. But the challenge with those is a major, if not the biggest part of the Final Fantasy series, is storyline. So if the storyline isn't there, then what's the point? And that's the challenge with MMORPGs is how do you get a storyline in there? So let's take a look here. Final Fantasy 14 director says so. He said that. Yes, I have ad blocker. Final Fantasy 14 story is its strongest element. That's an interesting statement. That's why it needs to end. MMOR, MMO stories don't get the end. There always be more content. Destiny, World of Warcraft. World of Warcraft is actually, I played it a little bit and it's fun. Never know peace until their servers finally go dark, which is why game is a surprise when Square Enix revealed that Final Fantasy 14 would close the book on a 10-year plot with its next expansion, Endwalker. It's precisely because of FF14's strong emphasis on story that it needs to wrap things up. It could easily trail things off, and definitely the game's story would ultimately suffer not being brought to a close. So the way they handle their story is you get a lot of experience. I think you have to be at a certain level to unlock, if I remember correctly, story arcs. Final Fantasy XIV is very unique for MMO4 it's heavily story driven. We can continue to stretch out the story, but by delivering the climax for this very current story arc, create a new experience which players might not get from other MMOs. Made it clear we continue creating new content specifically for Endwalker was exciting for me and my team to think that what kind of ending will we depict the story with this kind of game. Endwalker, however, is breaking for that mold by wrapping everything up at release. This is not simply the finale of a single expansion pack, but the end of a long-running saga, and so I wanted to make it as grandiose as we could, so we allocate the most development resources in creating the expansion pack instead of doing this as part of the Endwalker could achieve that wish. Utilizing 3 additional patches worth of resources would result in more to work with. That would also mean we'd have to stretch the story out over the course of these patches as we normally do. In this instance, we wanted our players to experience everything to the end in one exhilarating blast, and so we decided to mix things up, include the arc with 6. Alright. Hundreds of hours. Fundamentally, Final Fantasy XIV story can be thought of as a TV series that has different seasons. We are not forcing people to play all the previous expansions. However, we do want to offer the opportunity for players to enjoy the story from the beginning, just like one would a new show they want to watch. That's really all there is to it. Okay, well, that being said, we're a long ways from Final Fantasy XIV if we do decide to do it. Is Final Fantasy VII Remake setting up a multiverse? Probably. Don't care. Um, yeah, let's leave the news at that and jump in. My sound's not working. There it is. Oh, one more thing to check first is Tim on? Said he'd be available in 2 minutes. So let's dial in and see if we get anything. Check our stream while we're reading. Yep, it's on. No answer. He just hung up on us. Okay. Well. Hello, Tim.
Hello, Lance. Am I on your show?
Yeah.
How exciting! I'm so nervous. How many people are watching right now? I don't know if I can do this.
Hundreds.
Hundreds of percentages of one person.
Very well. It tells me now that I don't have any game data.
Uh-oh, what does that mean?
That means we're gonna have to use the memory thing.
You're playing on your computer, right?
Yeah. With using an emulator. RetroArch. So let's try to do it this way. Load the core. Whoops, no. Don't load the core.
Excuse me. I don't know what you're trying to do, but my first expectations is for you to tell me all the rumors and gossips going on in the fantasy or Final Fantasy world.
I already did that.
What? I didn't hear it.
Well, you should come on time, Tim.
You didn't try and call me earlier.
I asked if you were joining, and you said, wait 2 minutes, I'm in my car.
Yeah, that was
Final
at 2:58
Errant.
or 12:58 my time, which in 2 minutes would have been right on time. Here you are calling me 5 minutes later. Now 6 minutes later.
FF2 Orange. What we
Look, if you
were.
don't want me to comment on your show, then that's fine. I just want to be updated on the latest news.
There is no news, Tim. It's all about Final
Mm.
Fantasy 14, which we don't really care about that much.
Mm.
And rumors. And there's always rumors. The rumors aren't any good.
Holy cow. So Ninja is online playing with 13,000 people watching him, but XQCOW has 74,000 people watching. And you have one
Here
person.
it goes. There we go. Now we're in.
Yeah, so did that experiencing make sense to you?
Nope. Well, I know what you're saying, and I already knew that. The issue is
It does make sense to me.
it won't tell me when it will level up. So look, you go in, if you look at your equipment, or no, it is status. Right? You go to status, see on the right, it tells me I have level 3 mastery with my sword and level 3 mastery with my shield. And level 1 mastery on everything else. But every time I kill an enemy, those numbers don't change.
It's because I'm watching when I'm attacking those percentages in the middle there. Those are what go up and down for me, I'm noticing. Like very slowly.
Oh, really?
I think those percentages build up to 1 point or something. I don't know.
Yeah, they do.
I couldn't follow it.
Because that makes sense. So what's happening? I thought those meant, oh, your accuracy is 71%. But no, my accuracy is 3. And...
almost 4.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Although why Mariel starts out with 5. Or Spirit's high. That's the other thing. Like, you can make your characters whatever you want. But naturally, they start out with... Like, endurance and strength is high for Paul. Strength and endurance is... Well, I don't know. All of our spirits the same. Gildy. Well, her intelligence is higher. Which I'm sure, like, leads to spell
that's
casting.
what I noticed, too. There are no levels. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
You're not level 1, 2, 3.
Well, there's levels on
abilities.
Yeah.
Well, that's just a stat. Your character is not a specific level. That's why there's no experience point. So I think it's a really interesting premise or concept of how they're doing it. But yeah, I had to put my girl in the front row because she was missing everything. So I had to put her
in the first level they do. After a while, she'll get better, but it doesn't matter. She's my spellcaster.
Yeah, I finally bought Cure.
Yeah, I
Did
bought
you? Can you
cure,
do it?
and that's it too.
It's expensive. Everything's expensive. Let me go in that second town. Because that's the other thing too. It's random what you get. You'll either get a whole buttload of gold, or you'll get like $5, or you'll get a whole bunch of experience. It's like the fights are so inconsistent on what you're. It's not like you get gold and experience sometimes.
Well, and this one definitely. Oh, crap! No, I gotta run. I'm gonna die. I guess. Yeah, I'm dead. See, like, if you get the wrong fight, you're screwed.
I haven't found these guys yet.
Yeah, I'm dead.
I just went north where you were, and that's as far as I got. I didn't try and go any further up.
Yeah, don't.
So let's talk a little bit about this game, Lance. I wanna talk about some of the things that I really like about it, and things that annoy the crap
Oh,
out of me about it.
I'm right in front of the village. Okay, how did I get all the way around there? Okay, so if I go up here, I cannot talk to anybody, because if I do,
They fight you. Yeah, I got that far.
And of course, once standing in
No.
front of the inn.
No, you can go to the right and talk to the guy in front of the pub, or the guy behind the bar, because someone in the town said, "Whoa, when they took over
Well,
the
don't
city."
tell me, Tim.
It was
I
the
don't know
first
yet.
town.
No, this is not the first town.
I know. I'm saying, Lance, in the first town, the person told you about it.
Well,
Maybe it was
what
the
makes you
second
think
town.
I pay attention?
Well, then.
Oh, look,
then
I'm
not
still someone's bed. Nope.
It's not a spoil. If you don't pay attention, it's not a spoiler.
Yes, it is. It's a spoiler
Like
for
me,
me.
like, when we're on the Death Star, hey, remember back in the first part when Obi-Wan said you can use the Force? He's like, don't ruin the beginning for me.
Oh, well,
Anyway,
look, I
he
can still
said-
buy stuff. Nope.
Okay, so here's one thing. I don't like having to go to 4 different people in one store to find all of the options for stuff.
Yeah, you have to. Well, it's okay with like black, white magic, and but what items? Yeah, items have split into like 3 different categories.
Like, hang on, what does that guy got? Like it's like you're at a flea market and they're all negotiating with you. Like, no, buy my stuff.
Oh, well,
Anyway,
there's
no.
enemies in the town, like randos.
Yeah, but you can fight them.
Oh, they're good ones though. Yeah. Shoo. Also, poison. You only get poison for like the encounter. You don't have to like.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, that guy moves. Gotta be careful around him. Oh, the pub is like outside the city walls.
That's what he says.
It's a
The
secret pub.
The guy in the town said, when the Imperials attacked the city, the last guy trying to escape was the bartender. He ran the pub, and he couldn't get away, and now he's forced to serve the soldiers.
Yeah, I remember that.
That's what he said. And I was like, oh, look, there's the pub. That's the one in the great story of the town.
Well, this is the one they made a book out of, and then they decided to make a game. How the crap do I get in the pub then?
Okay, so here's some things I don't like. In addition to the story, one,
You don't like the story?
not the story. I mean the shop. Sorry, when you go to the shop and you have to like barter with the different people behind the counter.
Well, wait till I do it first. Are you talking about the original village?
No, when you go to the items shop and you have to talk to 3 different people to find out what their options are.
No. Well,
We
you
were
don't
just talking
barter.
about it.
They just have different wares.
It was a joke. Anyway, I don't like that. I don't like that long, like 30-second cinematic of the bleed going into the fight every time you have an encounter. It's like shake, shake,
yeah.
and twirl, and then.
Well, I don't
whip
mind that
out.
because I have fast forward, but yeah, I know.
Yeah,
what you're
I
talking
don't.
about.
I haven't watched it the whole time.
Final Fantasy IX is like that. It has a really long like
Encounter
crawl,
thing.
crawl to the encounter or whatever you want to call
It
it.
should just be like
Transition.
crash, fade. That's all it
Yeah.
should do.
Yeah, I agree.
Sometimes maybe a little shaky.
Okay, I'm going to the
That's
pub
it.
now. The secret pub. It's full of soldiers.
Oh, no!
I'm not gonna talk to them.
Have you found anything in any of the furniture?
Hold on, I have to ask him about the wild rose. So, they teach you the secret password, and then you go around the town using it everywhere. It's like, I wonder if they'll ever find out the secret password.
Wait, you're supposed to use that in conversations?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought you were waiting to use that for later.
There's a secret door in this wall.
Oh my heck. You mean every time that menu comes up?
So it gives you an ask option, and then it gives you options where you can ask things.
I thought that was just kind of silly.
Well, it is kind of silly, but...
Well, I mean, I thought that later on there's going to be a point where you're going to need to use the word rosebud or whatever.
Yeah.
And you're like, I have it in my secret code inventory, and every time I have a conversation, it's like, do you want to use your any special word or items?
Yeah,
and then I'm like,
but you can use it in multiple conversations. Oh, you mean you thought if you used it once it would disappear?
No, I thought there's one point specifically later on that's going to be used. I didn't know it was like for general secret combinations conversations.
You're not taking me alive. And I guess apparently if there's something you can memorize, it like highlights it in the conversation.
Yes. Yeah, I caught that. I thought this was just like a tedious box that comes up in every dialogue.
As soon as I asked him about Rosebud, two guys jumped out of my pocket, Mariel and Paul.
Gus.
You named them Gus.
No, I leave them the same because I don't know their personalities or who's who, so I don't know who my heroes are. What I mean.
Well, the guy that's missing, I named Tim, so hopefully. And I mean, Mariel's the girl. That wasn't a hard one to decide, but
yeah. Now she has purple hair. So what do you think about these avatars?
Oh, by the way, did you watch the intro?
Yeah, it's
intro
cool.
was actually really cool. Unlike Final Fantasy 1, where it's like, oh, here's a crystal, here's a guy fighting a dragon that never happens in the entire thing.
Yeah, it was an encounter with some action.
Yeah.
All the other ones were just like little trailer shots of profiles and faces and images.
Yeah.
Here's the castle. Here's an airship. Here's someone's head. That's nice.
Here's a dragon that doesn't have anything to do with the entire game.
Right.
Just the guys in the office wanted to make a dragon.
Well, I want to talk about the avatars. I think they look dumb.
Oh, yeah. No. Well, the avatars might look dumb, but did you go in and look at the artwork?
No, on what?
Or are you talking about...
No. Yeah, I have not. I keep seeing that those options are in there, and I haven't gone and looked at them yet.
They're pretty cool.
I do like how many different colors there are on each character, though. Even though they're stupid outfits, but at least they put a lot of different colored pixels in there.
Are you talking about the in-game ones, or are you talking about the menu ones?
I'm talking about the in-game ones where you're like...
Where you're like wearing Nikes?
Yeah.
And a baseball cap?
Yeah, I was gonna say, you look like a 4-year-old with his hat on backward. And you're like, I'm the hero.
Your yoga pants, like those that blue band around your leggings or whatever.
Yeah.
Like from the 80s.
Yeah, those 80s, those sweat things on the leggings. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna go do some breakdancing, and then go for a jog. Yeah.
And look at Mariel, dude. She's buff. She's got like Arnold Schwarzenegger arms.
Well, I'm looking at your main character's shoulder pads are the same size as the other guy's shoulders.
I'm Scott. Okay, hi Scott. That's a very medieval name you've got there, Scott.
Like medieval Scotland. I'm a Cassian.
Got huge old eyes too. Gordon, his brother Gordon.
Gordon Ramsay. Gordon's a Scottish name.
Now King Finn, that's more fantastical of a name, medieval fantasy. Of a name. this Borgin guy. And to Hilda. I will name my broom after you. Ha ha. Yeah, the story is definitely more involved.
Yeah. You learn that right off the bat.
Your Highness, do you know what happened to Tim? He is my brother. That's a good thing I didn't make you in love with her. We'd have a Star Wars on our hands.
Yeah, did you read the little bios? What their little backgrounds are?
Please take this ring.
That's a special item. Oh no, he's tired from
A
stepping
bolt.
out of bed.
And he disappears.
He's a Jedi. He looked cool though when he was hunched over. His little cape flared out and everything.
So
He just died.
Yeah. So the guy puts him in our charge. We immediately go down. We come back up and he's dead. That's not suspicious at all.
No.
So how's that guy doing that I put in your charge? Oh, by the way, Tim, you'll like look, I can't save. I can't save anywhere I want.
You can do the memo file though.
Yeah, but that's okay. That's just a quick save, and it won't let you keep playing the game, so you can't use that as like a save. That's just if your mom...
End your session.
Yeah, that's just if your mom wants to call you to dinner. See, I want to talk to these guys, but I have to go and save first because I don't want to...
Have that amazing Jedi encounter again? You can. They're just going to fight you.
Have you tried?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did.
Oh, I'm going to try, but first I'm going to save.
And that's as far as I got. And then I walked up to the second town, but I never fought ogres on the way to the second town.
Did you go in the castle?
Did you already go to the second town? No.
No, you
can't.
can't.
Go in.
Well, this is the second town for me.
When you go northwest, there's another town, a little small one.
I tried to use that secret GPS map command, but it won't let me.
Push A/B select.
Yeah, it works though, because it makes a little noise. It goes, so I assume that sooner or later you get like a map.
That's one other thing I like is at the end of a fight, they run forward like they're moving on with
Yeah.
their journey. And so like, we're going to sit here and cheer and dance for a while.
Yeah, here I go to
I
talk.
like that.
Rebels, meet your fate! And yes, we will, because we're not going to beat him, Captain. Although, I bet you when you come back, eventually, when you're strong, it'll be cool to beat them. Because you'll be like, oh, I can beat him now. Look at me. Then you
So
can
this is
beat the town soldiers.
These are the original graphics, right? There's nothing updated for this version other
No,
than
they updated the
VGR
graphics.
intro?
According to what it said,
Really?
they updated the graphics. Yeah, because I bet you the graphics are exactly like they were for Final Fantasy 1, like back in the day. There probably wasn't great.
Probably more like Final Fantasy 4. I bet they were closer to that. I bet you they already upgraded that far.
Yeah, do you see the random airship that flies overhead every once in a while?
I did. I like the that's going to be into play later. I do like the little houses. I thought the buildings are different styles and sizes and stuff. On the first town, I noticed that. I did like that. I like the scenery.
the houses are a lot more involved. In fact, they're more involved than any Final Fantasy I've played.
Yeah. Oh, in the beginning, when you wake up in the little sleeping shrine or whatever, and then you're walking around, I thought I was like in some big castle or something. You step outside, it's just some random building in the middle of the town. Like, what the crap?
Yeah,
the thieves' dugout.
And it's got like
big brick walls and castle guards and stuff, and like the secret dungeons. And you step outside, it's just like some regular building.
Well, and the other thing is like they've got that seance circle that you start out in, right? Even though there's a church in the town. So it's like the devil worshipping clan or whatever.
It's like the little cult. The rebels have their little cult section.
Yeah.
But you also have then you have that other room with the weird music where there's like a big statue, which is different. That's not in the church, right? That was somewhere else. I thought. I don't remember. I saw it twice. You know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't remember.
There's an empty room that has some weird music playing. It's like a shrine room or something, but it's like it's just got a big statue against the wall.
Uh,
It's the music. Oh, it's the Final Fantasy music. It seems like the crystal rooms
that is
from
the
the Final
church.
Fantasy 4. That's in the church?
Yeah.
Oh, well, there's one in the other town, too, so this is a recurring room.
Yeah, there's just like Final Fantasy 1, there's a church in every place.
Well, there you go.
Okay, well, Mario's got to cast her spell. I wonder if I cast it outside of an encounter, though, if it will level me up. I should take a look at that. Status.
Why is your main hero like 100 years old?
So her magic is 5. No, they have a magic stat, and everybody's magic starts the same. 5.
Yeah, but I don't think anyone can use it, can they? Can they all automatically start with it?
Yeah, anybody who uses the item can get that spell. Is my understanding. I mean, I gave it to Mario, of course, but sure. My cure's on level 1.
See, you use it, and then she learns the spell. The scroll is gone, right?
But you can also use it in battle, which unfortunately I learned the hard way, and it casts like level 8 of it, but then it's gone forever, and no one learns it. You use it just like an item.
What is that mastery at the bottom? 1-4.
Well, it used to be 1-2, so now I've mastered it to 4%, I guess, because I used it.
Oh.
So that's cool.
Oh, here's the other thing. Using an inn, the price changes depending on how tired you are.
Oh, that's why it was so cheap. Because if you go in the very beginning, it's free.
Yeah. But I noticed, like, because I ground. I would grind around the first town and go back in, and it wasn't free anymore. I was like, oh, now it's 4. And I was like, wait a minute. And then I saved, or I slept in the inn, and then I went immediately back, and then it was back to 0. I'm like, oh, well, it's because my health is regenerated. So I think it's depending on how much care you need.
Yeah.
Which kind of sucks, because if you're like brutally almost dead.
Yeah, it's like nope, you don't have enough money.
They're like, oh, you're healthy? Yeah, it's free. But if you're like it's like the healthcare in America. It's like, oh, you really, really need it? Well, it's gonna be expensive for you. The rich people, we give them pretty much free service. Donald Trump's got like an army of doctors, and it just came out your tax dollars. But you working class fool, you have to pay full price. And
is this a village? Yeah, this is okay.
I didn't go. Oh yeah, this is the other one I went to because there's that little midget guy. That I thought this was like a little wizard town or something.
Oh, but this doesn't have magic. That's right. If it does, I can't find it. But maybe it does.
It has the shrine room. The shrine's in here somewhere.
Yeah, and see, you can't look for secret rooms. Well, you can, but it's not like Final Fantasy 1 where, well, you can't like walk too far out of the village or nope, you're gone.
Yeah. Fine, stay out of our town. I thought you were talking about how you can't change the contrast to find secret walls in the discolored.
No. You probably could. I haven't tried it. Don't step out of the...
Why are you going that way?
I'm looking for a secret magic place. Because there's every store except for the magic store in that village. It's very suspicious, them. Saying.
Did you ever consider maybe they just don't have any magic spells?
Nah.
Because they know it's going to be hard enough for you to learn Fire, Blizzard, and whatever. See, that's the other thing, too. I bet you they don't have Fire 2, 3, and 4, because the more you use that spell, you just become more and more powerful with that spell.
Probably a true story, too.
So I'm saying it's really interesting. It's interesting the different, how they came up with the creative gameplay with the stats.
I think this may be the first game where I discovered that hack, where if you kill your own people, you can level yourself up very quickly. I'm gonna try it.
See him right here before you go into this town. Look at these buildings. This is what I really liked. See how they're like, you have the ones that are kind of facing down, you have ones that are horizontal, the sideways, like, they're all a different style and different angle, even from the same style. There's a lot of work that went into that little thing, besides the first game, which was like two little square houses, little schoolhouse-looking buildings.
Yeah, look, you can attack your own guys. Mariel's gonna attack herself. Paul's gonna attack himself.
But they're not based on...
Paul attacked himself. Okay. So now if I win the fight, I bet you I get a ton of experience.
I don't think... Well, you won't know.
Yay! Let's see.
Well, that 12 gills enough for some Phoenix Downs.
Oh, look at those ghosts.
No, they're good. That's pretty awesome.
Alright, let me look at my status. 72%. I don't think it's increased at all. Hey, but I have a number next to it now, 11. So I don't think those percentages are what you were saying.
I don't know.
But I have an 11 next to my name. I think that's a percentage. So 3-11 must mean I don't know. Is it to 100 or is it to...
Wait, 3? What do you mean next to your name?
I mean next to... See the one thing that says accuracy 3-72%? That 72% is not like you've leveled this up 72%.
What was it before?
72.
But that's what I'm saying. Every time you fight, it doesn't change.
Yeah, so that's not what it means. However,
well, it's not like you're getting a percentage every fight.
Well, if not, it'd take forever for you to level up.
That's called grinding. That's what they're doing.
No, it's not.
For all you know, the
look on my mastery. Like it says my sword is now 3-11, and my shield is now 3. It was 0 before.
Maybe it's 3 out of 11. I don't know.
No. It was the level 3 is the level, and then the number next to it means something. I don't know what. Hopefully, it doesn't cost me an arm and a leg to heal my guys in the church.
I hope it's not more than the 12 gold you just got.
Yeah. Where's the church? Oops. It's not in that corner.
There's a lot of ways in and out of the town. They just kick you out. That's a little tedious.
Where'd the church go? It doesn't even have like a cross or anything. There it is.
Yeah, they had to take all the Christian stuff out, remember?
Oh good, it's free. Yeah, so that's why I think grinding.
Throws their bodies out.
It's the Mormon. It's the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. It's not the Catholic Church. It's free.
Yeah, a little baptismal here.
Yeah, the fairies came and brought me back alive. Oh, but it starts you at 1 hit point, which is fine because if you're gonna grind, then you want them at 1 hit point.
Why?
Because watch. So right now, Taran's at 3-11, 3-11. I bet you if I go out, kill my own guys, and then kill the enemies, it will level it up a ton.
It's doing what you think it's doing.
I think it is, Tim.
I don't think so.
Okay, I'm just gonna kill the enemies. Which is funny that I'll be able to do this in the first place. Okay. 37 gil. Rail's strength increased, which that's the thing. The number of hit points you lose, that increases your stats significantly. So 11.
Say what you just said again. I didn't follow that. Whoa!
Okay,
I'm turning on my game.
So I didn't get any bonuses for attacking them at all. So again, I don't know how that number increases. I should have used my spell so that she could... He's dead.
Why didn't you go to the inn?
Because I want to... Uh-oh. No, I don't want you to win.
Why does she hold the bow backwards when she shoots it?
Okay. Well, the other thing is now I can use her magic more. And every time you use her magic, that thing goes up.
You know what it reminds me of is, what's that game we played? Secret of Mana. Remember Secret of Mana? That's what it was. You like had to keep using whatever it was to build up that ability, including your spells.
Right.
And you would just sit there and have to like heal. Even if you were at full power, you just have to sit and grind using your spells just to get them up. It was such a
grind your heal.
Yeah, grind your heal against the ground.
Okay, now I'm gonna kill her, and she's gonna kill herself. It'll be fun.
Yeah, I don't think it's doing what you think it's doing.
Seems like it's giving me more money too. You're taking the money from your dead companions. Yeah, look at that, Tim. It is. Because I jumped 22 on that one. I jumped 11 points on my weapon. Where when I was just fighting the regular guys, I didn't jump any. I didn't jump a single point.
Where he killed them?
Yeah. Because they're at a higher level than the enemies, and so... I'm telling you, this is that grind hack. And it works. And if it works, I'm going to use it. And look, she's at level nothing, and he's at level 3. No, not because she's dead. Oh, maybe, I don't know.
Because you're dead. What are you talking about? Wait, you think theirs went down significantly?
No, it won't go down, but he's been leveling up because he's been killing his companions.
No, the book says it goes down.
It goes down what?
I thought it said they go down sometimes.
I don't remember that.
Here, let me read. Well, I have no idea what's going on in this story other than the Imperials attacked the town. That's all I know.
Well, and Tim disappeared. And so they're like, "Where's Tim? You guys know where Tim is?" And then there's a prince. Yeah, there's a war, and the king and the prince. And
we don't know anything about what's going on with the war yet, right?
Oh, except that they wiped out our village, the Imperials, and they're building a dreadnought, which I assume was the airship.
Yeah, or a giant robot. The higher combat skills level.
Okay, first I have to kill my own companions. Oh crap, I just killed myself. That's not good. Well, that's a close one. Yeah, dude, see my endurance increase because I hit myself. And let me look at my stats now. Yeah, dude, it's totally a hack, Tim. I'm telling you. And I think it does have to get to 100 before your level goes up.
Yeah, what?
It does have to get to 100 before your level goes up. Because I'm at 33. What?
Oh, so you're saying that's a percentage for the big number on the left?
Yeah. Or, yeah. That's a percentage for the small number on the left, you mean. Okay, don't run into any enemies or I'm in trouble. So, the cool thing about this hack is it doesn't matter what level you're on or where you're at. You can always, like, level up the quickest way possible. I'm surprised they didn't fix it in any of the versions.
Oh, right here. Okay, this is what I was reading. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Okay, it says, when certain attributes increase, others may decrease. For example, intelligence decreases when strength increases. Endurance decreases when intelligence increases. And
you can't be smart and strong at the same time.
Yeah. You gotta pick and choose. So this says what to do to increase certain things. Oh, so endurance when
You
you
gotta get
lose
hit.
hit points in battle.
Yeah, so that's
Yeah.
why I'm saying when you get hit, it like really jumps your endurance up.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Welcome. Oh yeah, now it costs 34 gil. It used to be free. So you can stay at the end as long as you don't need to. For free.
It's like jacking up the rates when there's like a world crisis or something. There's like, oh, gas prices go up. Like, oh, you poor hobos off the street have nowhere to stay? Well, that's $2,000 a night.
Yeah, I got time check, Tim. Oh, time is up. I went over. Okay,
Yeah,
well.
let me look at my stats real quick. Let me see where I'm at. We'll compare our progress on our guides.
Well, my guys should be high because
I've been playing 1 hour and 15 minutes. That's close to what you are.
well, I didn't start the hack until just barely though.
I know. Let's see.
She sort of
Yeah,
funny.
you're farther. You're way farther than me. I'm only mastery 2 with 66.
Oh crap. Okay, I can hit myself once and I'm fine. And then it's actually really good because then I can get, like you said, the more you get hit. Parn's endurance increased because I hit myself.
There you go.
So let me look at my stats again. I bet you they're 10 over what they used to be, which you'd never get just fighting the enemies. Yep.
Not in one fight.
46.
There you go.
I mean, so it's still a grind because you have to kill yourself 10 times, and I mean, I guess it's hard to like. It's
Balance
probably
that out. You're only developing one person at a time.
it's probably better to use the heal spell a lot instead of and just hit your own guys but not kill them.
Yeah.
Eventually, you can get to that point.
Because it's just like that. The bosses in Final Fantasy IV, where they're like, they call. You have a captain. He keeps calling the sentries, and you're like, you just kill the sentries and loot them, and then you just keep killing more and more. By the time you actually finish the fight, it's like you kill like 50,000 guys.
See, she's already
Like
at 14% on her cure spell. And if you have one person that's weak, they're the one that should attack you so you can survive it. But okay. Anyways, thanks for joining us today. Stay tuned for more awesomeness next time, and like and subscribe. You have any parting words, Tim?
No. Good night, everybody.
Bye.